Coach, just
Yes.
your team selection and what you expect of your boys this weekend.
Obviously, the expectation is always to win. It's the first game of the competition against a good opponent, the Pumas. A very matured opponents. So for us, the lucky thing is we've got an experienced team that we also fielding. Guys that came down from the Super Rugby that needs opportunity. So they're hungry and they're ready to take the opportunity. So we're looking forward to this weekend.
They have a tough one to start with. Pumas are always tough, especially in the beginning of a competition.
Definitely. I think with Jimmy Stoner's presence back at the Pumas, he will add his own feel to the team. They got a strong pack. So the important thing for us is how do we deal with that pack. I think if we can take their energy there, it will be part of the battle. One from our side.
You guys had a warm-up game against them.
Yes.
Didn't go that well, if I remember right. What have you learned from it?
I think, like I just said, they bullied us up front, but we played a couple of youngsters, gave them opportunity. But I think this week will be a different story because we also got some matured guys in the pack. And I think they can deal with that onslaught from the Pumas in terms of their forwards.
And then, Captain, just your thoughts on this upcoming game?
Well, it's the same. Yeah, the first one's always tough no matter who you're playing. But as Coach Davey said, I think we have a better experienced side. I think most of the guys are in a good conditioning level in terms of playing at a high speed at the game that we want to play, and obviously achieving what we want to achieve in terms of the process that we're trying to follow with new structures in place. But I think what's vital with the first game is just making sure that we tick the boxes that we want to tick. We've got a plan, so we just got to stick to the plan that we've set out this week, and that's going to be our challenge.
Abongile, you played the number 8 before. I see number 8 used to you at lock. So.
Well, my primary position was actually number 8. Coach Davi fought quite hard, wanted me to stick at number 8. Then I found myself at number 7, played predominantly number 7 here at the Bulls. Covered a bit of second row, 4 and 5, but the coaches backed me there. It's not a position that I've never seen before, so it's nice to be back in the number 8 jersey. But after all, it's for the team where we're trying to make sure that a certain combination works. So I'm just excited to run out of the field and play well.
Abongile, the bulk of your side hasn't actually played any sort of serious rugby yet this season. That must be quite hard, considering watching your colleagues who played already 8 games or something. How tough is that? And presumably it must also though make you guys extremely hungry to actually get out there on Saturday.
Yes, true. We had a few warm-up games. We also played a trial game against each other. But besides that, I think we've had a couple of warm-up games where we've got some game fitness in it. We've played the Pumas, as was mentioned before. So obviously the guys are hungry for a first official game for some, and some already having a few games with Super Rugby. So I think it's a good day to play the Pumas because half the side will be very hungry to play.
David, it's always difficult in a competition like this. I know Varsity Cup there's a lot of limelight on it. It's a competition that almost gets played a bit in the shade, away from the limelight as such. How difficult is it? Is it easier to coach in that regard, or is the pressure more in the fact that nobody sees you and they just look at results?
Well, I think in our line of work, there's always pressure, Brandon. So we have to deal with that pressure. But I think as a team, we came together. We had a trip to Zimbabwe. And we challenge each other in terms of how can we focus on the Supersport challenge as a team. A lot of players maybe wants to play Super Rugby or want to be somewhere else, but how can we control the fact that we are at the Supersport challenge now? We have to focus, because if the team does well, there's benefits that comes from that. So let's make sure we individually you bring your best performance and then add that to the collective. That's the only way that we can move forward as a team and be successful at the end of the day.
I take it. I mean, the goal is obviously to win the competition like every year. But the Bulls' results in the Vodacom Cup previously, the last couple of years, hasn't been that great. Do you feel there's also a bit of extra pressure on that to make sure that you you make an impression in this competition?
Definitely. I think it's important for me as a coach and as the team. But I think me and Coach Mitch, we sat down, we put a good plan together in terms of how we're going to move the players in between the two teams to make sure we set a good platform for this team, Supersport Challenge, to be successful and to perform. So how can we make the players available to the best of our availability, and then make sure we give them a good platform to perform from.
David, having said that, presumably your approach to games and your style of play will then closely mirror what John is doing in the Super Rugby team.
No, definitely. I think the important thing for me as a coach is to make sure we align the system. So whatever John Mitchell is doing, I must make sure I align the system with him in terms of philosophy, in terms of mindset. And that's important for the union, that's important for the club moving forward.
I'm getting just the last one for me. Also saying that, I mean, what I asked David there. I suppose it also shows for you guys, if you've got the desire to play Super Rugby, things are going well at the Super Rugby team at the moment, but you guys must keep on pushing them to make sure that they don't progress in their levels, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I think in the past couple of weeks we've been focusing on culture and where we fit in the system, and obviously it is important for us and our squad members to make sure we focus on our objectives, our goals, and to focus in other areas. I mean, if we make this work, I mean, injuries will happen, you will get a call up, it will happen, but you need to focus on the primary job, and that's making sure this Saturday you bring your side, you know your role, and we stick to the plan that we prepared this week.